Welcome to Digital Marketing News for Monday, June 27th. I'm your host, Jay Osterholm. The release of the iPad 2 featuring a front-facing camera has given Skype the opportunity to release its own version of the video conferencing app for the iPad. Apple is currently reviewing the iPad 2 version of Skype and anticipates an approval date of Tuesday, July 5th. CNET reports that Skype's video conferencing works very well with the iPad 2 connected to a Wi-Fi signal, perfect for those of you traveling abroad. You will also be able to use the Skype app on the original iPad even though it does not have a camera. Apple's FaceTime and Fring are two apps available that also utilize the iPad 2's front camera. Fring and Skype are the only platforms that will provide cross-platform video calling. The video conferencing app will not be limited to iPhone and iPad users and allow you to video call your Android friends or chat with people on their PC or Macs. And while it seemed like a perfect idea at the time, and countless groups labored to push for their deployment, the red light traffic cams may soon be out of order. In different parts of the world, authorities are wondering whether there was any real benefit to actually having them at all. Yes, even financial benefit. Many are questioning whether the traffic violation red light cameras were merely an insidious machine to generate revenue for strapped local authorities. However, in Los Angeles, it appears that these things aren't even making cash. The city reported that it receives just 1/3 of the revenue generated by the cameras, guessing that the rest of the dollars go to the deals that were cut to get them installed in the first place. Strangely, MSNBC reported that the cost of operating the scofflaw catching technologies exceeds the revenue generated by them by a factor of $1 million to $1.5 million. Even stranger is the lack of publicly visible data to support the reasonable claims that the camera ticketing systems can actually save lives compared to our originally estimated figures. We are hard-pressed to understand why people would run a red light in the first place, with a distinctive, noticeable hardware plainly visible in sight to the drivers. And even if you, one, actually believe that you are a stunt driver in an action movie capable of waltzing your way through oncoming traffic at an intersection, or two, learn how to drive playing PlayStation, we would think that doing it in front of a system designed to catch people doing it in the first place would not be a good idea. However, we came up with 3 of our top most generous reasons to explain why people would do this. Number 1, it's a result of our insanely competitive and capitalistic society that far too many people are suffering from an entitlement complex that allows them to believe that they can just break the rules. The second, those plastic and, by the way, often illegal license plate covers actually work, which they don't. And if you're going fast enough, cameras actually can't read your license plates. On a side note, in an unofficial poll, our team has heard both these rationales being used by drivers who love to try and outwit E-ZPass tolls as well. And we leave you with a cautionary note on this subject. We are seeing data suggest that the known fixed distance between tolls and the car's internal GPS system will soon be used to calculate the car's average speed and simply issue speeding tickets. Perhaps that information and consequences won't change people's habits either. In a surprise move on Saturday, the hacker group Lulzsec, who we have done multiple stories on, has been heating up the internet and is suddenly calling it quits. Multiple news sources have reported that the group is headed to retirement. No word if there's a pension plan or 401ks for the would-be hacker retirees. We are guessing that depends on if someone has already hacked or stolen them. While Lulzsec has been has had but a short ride, blowing through security gates of the likes of Sony, the CIA, the US Senate, and the FBI partner Infragard, they are quite suddenly stopping altogether. Unknown to most until very recently, and then improvising overnight bad celebrity status, the group posted messages, one saying, quote, "It's time to say bon voyage." The statement reads, "Our planned 50-day cruise has expired, and we must now sail into the distance, leaving behind, we hope, inspiration, fear, denial, happiness, approval, disapproval, mockery, embarrassment, thoughtfulness, jealousy, hate, even love. If anything, we hope we had microscopic impact on someone, somewhere, anywhere." I guess they just want to be heard. But as a going away present, the group sent a few links to a residual cache of stolen information, which, according to the report by the International Business Times, includes data from AT&T and AOL, among others. And while they are claiming that the heat is just too much for them to continue, almost in a final compulsion, They are promising more maps to stolen goods today, Monday.